Hello, my name is Nyriq Johnson. I'm from Newark, New Jersey. I was born in Newark, New Jersey, and I was raised in Scranton, Pennsylvania. My family migrated to Scranton in 2001, 2002. My first experience with Scranton was my first memory of Scranton is we're just getting in the car, and one day we just ended up in the Valley View housing projects. And, my aunt and her kids previously moved out here before my mother, and my mother, and my brother all moved out here to come join them. Valley View was like it was a community for real. It was a little different than the city from where I was from. I definitely remember my mother having a little more. I had more freedom. I had a lot more freedom living in Scranton. My mother let me kind of roam a little bit more, kind of be a kid. I remember being in Newark, New Jersey before I left Newark. I used to always sit on the stoop and just or stay on the block, like play with my cousins for real. There was a lot of families that was moving from Newark at the time, so my mother and my aunts had a sense of community with them. So they had friends, and we had friends that was like family when we moved here. And everything was tight-knit. Probably about a year and a half later, I ended up moving to West Scranton. And I feel like that's when it was like I realized the difference between where I came from to where I was at now. I feel like that was the real difference. That was when I really started to realize the change in culture, the cultural divide. When I started going to the school in West Scranton compared to going to the school in South Scranton, next to the Valley View housing project at Nichols Plaza, it was kind of all black kids that went to the school in Nichols Plaza, and going to West Scranton, it was kind of reverse. It was more white people. It was for the first time I felt like the minority being there. I feel like I had a hard time expressing myself. I feel like nobody understood me for a long time, honestly. For a lot of years, I feel like nobody could understand who I was, and I didn't know how to really express who I was. I feel like the way that my family was raised, my mother, she was raised in Newark, New Jersey, and the environment that she come from, she raised us to be able, me and my little brother, to be able to survive within that environment. So it didn't really match the environment that I was in, so I feel like that's where my problems came, because I didn't really know how to be a part of, I didn't know how to really be a part of the culture in Scranton. Things I feel like that was being divided was my mother was raising me to be a man, honestly, as a single mother. And I never had a father around. I had an uncle, and like they come from the street culture for real. And, I feel like out here in Pennsylvania, Scranton, Pennsylvania, I feel like it's not too street here. Like the culture is different as far as urban community. Like it's not urban. I was trying to figure out where I belong because of the cultural divide. That's what I meant when I said cultural divide, as far as urban. Like people sell drugs and just the fashion, the way that the people dress, the way that my people dress and embrace themselves, and the expressions also was just different. The music we listen to, everything. It's a lot of different. Being in Newark, it was like we all going through the same struggles every day. Everyone's going through walking a similar journey, going through similar things, to the point to where when you have a neighbor, you see yourself within that person. It's easier to accept the people that you're around because you're all going through the same things. My neighbors, when I moved to West Scranton, weren't going through the same things that I was going through. The lifestyle was a little different. The way the upbringing was a little different. The homes were a little bit more stable. They come from two-parent homes. They had support within playing sports, basketball, and they had a backing, honestly, by community also. Not even just their parents, they had a community behind them. I feel like that community here was absent for me. When we came here and the struggle was still the same. Like our family, like a lot of people in our family still made like the same decisions that they was making when we was in Newark. Like they didn't really change and adjust to the community. Due to lack of adjusting, understanding of the community in which they was moving, I feel like it made it harder for me and my cousins. I don't feel like that they really did the research before moving here to actually get an understanding of where it was that they was moving, the resources that was here for African Americans, like who was going to be here to be able to help them to transition into this new walk of life. I feel like Scranton is like a melting pot. It's a bunch of different, it's diverse. It's a very diverse city, but the majority is white Americans. And I feel like we wasn't accepting each other. We were dealing with each other. I feel like in Scranton, the white Americans and black Americans in Scranton deal with each other rather than we coexist, if that makes sense. We don't really embrace each other and work with each other to be able to help each other become better. My mother got incarcerated when I was like 9 years old, probably like my second year in Scranton. I feel like prior to that, that's when our struggles really began. I feel like for real. I feel like that's where our struggles began. Like, we kind of had everything. Like my mother was a provider for like my entire family. I feel like now that I'm getting older and I've been incarcerated. Got incarcerated out of Scranton. But now I feel like I kind of have a responsibility now to be able to help those people that's transitioning to Scranton get a deeper understanding of what Scranton has to offer, because Scranton does have things to offer it. I currently live back in Newark, New Jersey, and I took for granted a long time of being able to have an understanding. Like I feel like being in Scranton gave me an understanding of different cultures, being able to grow. And I feel like as a child, from being a confused child to now being a mature man, I feel like I could take advantage, like better advantage of it now than I was able to then because of the lack of understanding, because of the lack of leadership. I feel like now I understand where the areas in which you can grow and in which you can help those around you grow within the city.